Lucian Walkowitz is an American astronomer born in 1979. Growing up, Lucian was always interested in research, wanting to know exactly how things worked. They knew one day they would become involved in research, but didn't know exactly what. In 1996, Dr. Walkowitz attended a summer program at the Academy as a high school student. Through this program, they were offered the opportunity to do research in Dr. Miriam Sarachik's physics lab at the City College of New York. Because of this opportunity, they also contributed to their first scientific paper. The recognition through this paper and the hands-on experience Dr. Walkowitz participated in through this program helped them choose what field of science they wanted to pursue. Their journey to becoming an astronomer exemplifies how guidance from a scientist and some hands-on experience can help a person choose the right career path for their future. Dr. Walkowitz now holds a Bachelor Science degree from Johns Hopkins University in Physics and Astronomy. They earned their master's degree and a PhD at the University of Washington in Astronomy, and held postdoctoral fellowships at UC Berkeley and Princeton. A struggle Dr. Walkowitz experienced in their career path was resigning from their position on NASA's Astrophysics Advisory Committee. The reasoning behind this was due to the concerns of the naming of the James Webb Space Telescope. Webb, who was a former NASA administrator, had been allegedly involved in mistreating gay and lesbian people in the 1950s and 60s. NASA decided after looking into the concerns of others that the telescope would not be renamed. This sent a clear message of NASA's position on the rights of queer astronomers, leading Dr. Walkowitz to quit shortly after NASA's announcement. Dr. Walkowitz is not only an astronomer, but has many different interesting hobbies and passions. To start off, they're an artist who does work in a variety of media, including oil paint and sound. Not only are they an artist, but they can surf and rock climb as well. Dr. Walkowitz also studied Ashtanga Yoga for many years. To add on top of that, they are an aerial arts performer at the Aloft Circus Arts. There are many things I admire about Dr. Walkowitz. I admire their passion for wanting to know answers. Growing up, I always wanted to know why, so for them to actually get involved with finding the answers to the world's biggest questions is very commendable and praiseworthy. I relate to their curiosity about space intensely, and envy how hard they work to discover more about extraterrestrial species and planets that are habitable outside of our universe. I identify with them because they are versatile. Not only are they extremely admirable and a credible person in the scientific community, they also take the time to do things they love and grow as a person outside of their working environment. To be an aerial performer, a surfer, a rock climber, and an artist on top of being a well-known astronomer is something I idolize to work towards one day. The field of biology Lucian Walkowitz researches in is astronomy. According to the Medium, they study stars that host planets outside of our solar system and strive to discover how stellar radiation influences whether life could survive on those planets. They also work with astronomical datasets and research of signals from intelligent life in the universe. The questions Dr. Walkowitz is seeking to answer are what planets could be habitable outside of Earth and if there's any intelligent life in the universe other than ourselves. A research project Lucian Walkowitz worked on in 2020 was about habitable planets outside of our solar system. Out of the 4,000 exoplanets discovered, currently a dozen are Earth-side and occupy their star's habitable zone. In April of 2018, the Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, TESS for short, performed an all-sky photometric survey in search of planets surrounding the stars near the Sun. The planets that showed up bright enough in the survey were then followed up for characterization. TESS discovered and validated 3 small planets orbiting TOI 700, a dwarf star. The survey further discovered that the inner and outer planets were most likely rocky, and the middle planet was likely to be gaseous. Because a dwarf star had no detectable flares, it made a possibility for the planets revolving around it to be habitable. In Figure 12, the evolution of the 3 planets in TOI 700 was simulated by scientists to see the long-term stability of the system. The little variation in eccentricity, which is the orbit around the star, and inclination, which is the angle between the orbital plane of a planet, provide a conclusion that the exoplanetary system is stable in the long run. It was further found that the outermost planet, TOI 700d, was closest to the size of Earth and was a habitable zone planet. The researchers of the paper TESS 1, Validation of the TOI 700 System, states that TOI 700d is an excellent target for detailed follow-up, implying more observations and research will be conducted on this planet. Overall, the planets in TOI 700 are a great opportunity to explore the formation mechanisms of multi-planet systems and for future atmospheric studies. Another important aspect of Dr. Walkowitz's research is the search for extraterrestrial life. This is currently a major theme in biology and astronomy and will most likely be for the next century. According to the research paper, searches for technosignature. Technosignatures are complementary to searches for biosignatures in that they offer an alternative path to discovery and address the question of whether complex life exists elsewhere in the galaxy. Currently, Dr. Walkowitz is a leader in the Large Synoptic Survey Telescope. This is a new project that has been planned to run for 10 years straight, scanning the sky every night to produce a huge cosmic movie of the universe. At any given moment, Lucian Walkowitz might be rehearsing as an aerial arts performer, practicing their rock climbing skills, delivering a TED Talk, or researching habitable planets outside our solar system. Walkowitz is an organizer both within and outside STEM, and advocates for social justice in the scientific community. As Lucian Walkowitz once said, "We need the brightest minds to create the future we want to see, and that means making science open and accessible for all."